nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Titans take over first down at their own 19-yard line. Here we go. Here we go. 6 orange. Oh, here we go. Oh, 44 to Mike. 44. Ready.
On first down, it's Taylor. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To throw is Taylor. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Delta. 51 for mine. Fire.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Mike's by 4. Come on. Snap.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Minshew, and that'll be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Here we go. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44.
Pilot, 64.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, Alpha.
On second and 11 now. Minshew is going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Go, Mike 51. Mike. Go.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a second and 14.
218, chop.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So third and long, here's Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Set.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and long, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On the ground, Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He gets it to Brown, complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor flush to his right. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check. I got to let Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Swim. Ready.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jake Ryan. Able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And an alley to run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Taylor got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Minshew on first and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Go. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up second and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Hey, high 7.
On second down, Minshew. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Come on, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
15 run. Yes.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 50.
Go.
54.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
General West. Deep grip.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Watch 54. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Check 24.
61, match box, lights. Get it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And now running right through it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They can't hang with us. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Snap.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's where you belong.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Army. Watch the safety creep. Check 15. Check 15.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now it's Taylor, rolling to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jake Ryan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Taylor. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will get him one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Break. Mike 5-4. Yeah. Under 10. 6-6. Pull it high. Bravo. Lead trip.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, fellas.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Fournette, a first down carry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, Michelle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, "Great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon."
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry, it's Michelle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 59. 54. Come on, boy. Come on. Get it.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, Charles, it's one.